Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Ride Spotlight. We have a very special, one-of-a-kind, unique creation to look at here today with an underwater experience. It's gonna be lit, so stay tuned and let's check it out. Welcome back, everybody, and if you're new here, be sure to smash that subscribe button, like the video if you enjoy the series, and this video is sponsored by one of our Discord patrons, so if you guys would like to support the show further, you can check out my Patreon page down in the description below. Boom. So with that out of the way, let's get on with today's creation. Depths of Obscurity, created by one of our Discord builders, WormGar, and he's also a golden patron. Thank you so much for your support. And here he says, "Hello, Explorer Johnny. Now, before you go looking around, I would suggest staying out of the water before getting on the ride. I abused the hell out of the day-night sequencer filters, so any form of viewing is subpar. Before you called out the community for underwater parks and rides during the exploration contest, I had already been working on this creation for a few weeks. I got pretty stoked to finish the project after hearing that. I would like to give a shout out to the community for creating a lot of wonderful Theme Maker Toolkit objects that were absolutely perfect for this underwater environment. Most items came from Gear Ratio, Miss Red Nebula, and the nefarious Pixelated. Thank you all. For the best ride experience, I would suggest sitting in the second seat and most importantly, turning foreground atmospherics to low, medium graphics settings in the menu. At least on my rig, the setting messes with the view distance on certain parts of the ride." Boom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's delay no further and get on this awesome creation. Oh, wowie, let's talk about it. Hands down, my absolute favorite underwater experience that we have seen on the show thus far. I mean, the Theme Maker Toolkit items went a long way with these underwater fishies, little turtles, all the different things that you guys saw. I mean, absolutely breathtaking details underwater here. Lots of bubble effects, these little glimmer pieces everywhere, all this coral made out of candy jubes. I mean, this is astonishing. Those camera effects that you added on were definitely, it made the difference. It definitely did make the difference. It definitely gave us this underwater submarine feel, like we were in some sort of machine there. I mean, it's hard to re-look at these scenes without actually going through the track, but the story was really, really fun. I mean, it started off a bit slow. I mean, it was about the atmosphere, the immersion, soaking it all up, looking at your wonderful work and just taking it in. So I definitely appreciate the slow pace. Now, if there's something that I would suggest differently, it was the shark moment. So we had this really cool scene here in the ship captain's quarters or whatever, when we saw the shark go by and then it turns on us and then we see it bust through the roof, and I was like, oh, this is getting exciting. I didn't expect this level of action and like fear added to the atmosphere. So I was definitely enjoying that aspect of it. Then the whole thing started to collapse and it blew up, and then we went back to slow. So we had this like kind of, if you think about like a curve of action, we're starting off slow, and then it starts getting creepy, and boom, it ramps up, and then boom, it ramps up again, and then it drops. So, and then it dials out. So there's no really like strong beginning, middle, and end, in my opinion. So what I would have suggested if I were to make any changes to this, tease those sharks a little earlier. So, you know, when we're going about the ocean here, we see the sharks swimming about, like lots of them, but we're at a safe distance. We're not feeling threatened. We just get this like anxiety of, okay, but maybe not so early on. Like we still have that experience underwater. We're enjoying it, but at some point we start noticing sharks. We're you know, doing a little bit of foreshadowing. We're giving people an idea that, okay, this could get scary. Then when things start to get scary, when we get into the deep depths of the actual creation, we start hinting at those sharks a little bit more. Then when they start busting through the roof and it starts getting really, really scary, and then the whole place blows up. As soon as we blow up, it goes black and we come back out and it's just peaceful. What I would have really liked to see at this point is just, we're now in shark territory. Full-on shark territory. We broke out, everything blew up, we escaped, we think we're safe, but we're now emerging into shark territory, and there's just sharks everywhere, and it's very scary at that point. And then you have some sort of like little lead off with the train, the motion track simulator, and it takes us through some spot where the shark can't get us, in some kind of cave canal, and the sharks are trying to chase us inward, but they can't quite get to us. And we get out of there safely, and then as it turns out and we emerge, then we're back to peacefulness. So I would have liked to see like a little bit more of a second climax after the explosion is what I'm getting at. But that's just my thoughts. What did you guys think? Leave your comments down below. Do you agree with me? Would you like to have seen a little bit more foreshadowing in the story, a little bit more of the shark action? Because I do think what you've done here is amazing, and those shark scenes were so incredible that it left me wanting a little bit more. And that's always a good thing, though. I say when you tease people enough that they want more out of your creation, it leaves you open for a part 2. It gives you more room to work with in the future, and you know, take a second stab at it. So I would personally love to see a Depths of Obscurity 2. I would definitely feature that right away. I still think this is one of the best underwater experiences that we've ever seen. Great use of the camera. I mean, I can't praise it enough. There's so many things done well and done right here. So hats off to you, WormGar, on this creation. And once again, thank you for supporting the show through Patreon. And if you guys would like to do the same, check out the links down in the description below. And yeah, if you're new here, subscribe, leave a like, and join us on Discord. Information is down in the description. Boom. So there you go, everybody. That's going to do it for me here today in this episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.